It was 2:11 a.m. when the patient monitor in Ward C flatlined, even though the bed had been empty for 8 years. The sound cut through the silence like it had been waiting for me to notice, a long, steady tone echoing through a hospital that was never supposed to make noise again. Ridgeway Hospital officially closed after a structural incident. That's what the paperwork said. Locals said something else. They said the building never stopped working. I wasn't a doctor. I wasn't a nurse. I was overnight security, one man, 12 hours and empty hospital miles from the nearest town. The kind of job people take when they don't ask questions. At night, the hospital felt awake. Pipes clicked inside. Lights hummed longer than they should. Elevators reset themselves even though no one was inside. Ward C was off limits. Every guard before me had written the same warning in the logbook. Avoid Ward C cameras malfunction. Radios fail. At 1:58 a.m., the camera feed for Ward C turned on by itself. The room was clean. Too clean. Too clean. A single hospital bed stood in the center, occupied. A figure lay beneath the blanket, perfectly still. The heart monitor blinked steadily. Heart rate 72, breathing normal, patient name blank. I radioed in. Only static answered. Then a voice came through. Quiet, exhausted human. Can you turn the lights off? They never do. My stomach tightened. I told myself it was a trespasser. Someone hiding out. That explanation felt safer than the truth forming in my chest. The hallway toward Ward C felt wrong. My footsteps echoed once too many times, like someone else was walking half a second behind me. When I reached the ward, the lights were already on. The bed was empty. The monitor still beeped. Vitals unchanged. That's when I saw the visitor log taped to the wall. My name was written on every line. Dates stretched back years, long before I ever worked there. Same handwriting, same signature. The intercom crackled overhead. A night staffer required to remain calm. The message repeated, again and again, spreading through the hospital like it was learning how to speak. Doors locked automatically. Elevators stopped between floors. Every camera feed switched to Ward C. Now the room was full. Beds lined the walls. Patients lay motionless, eyes open, staring straight upward. Not at the ceiling, at me. I backed away. At 2:47 a.m., the hospital announced a code blue. Every speaker used my voice. Time stopped behaving correctly after that. Wall clocks disagreed with each other. My watch ticked forward, then backward, then froze completely. I tried to leave. Emergency exits led back inside. Stairwells looped between the same 3 floors. The hospital wasn't abandoned anymore. It was occupied. In the administration office, I found files that were never removed. Ridgeway Hospital didn't close because of damage. It shut down after an overnight patient transfer that never arrived. 37 patients. 0 ambulances reached the destination. Official explanation, clerical error. Handwritten notes told a different story. Patients responsive only at night. Vitals stable. Consciousness questionable. Staff reported patients answering before questions were asked. Ward C was where they kept them. As I moved deeper into the building, I heard footsteps behind me. Not chasing, following. In dark windows, I saw reflections, nurses standing too still, eyes unfocused, mouths moving silently. Their badges were faded but readable. Night shift only. One of them turned her head toward me and whispered, "Ooh, new." The hospital began correcting me. When I ran, doors unlocked ahead of me. When I hid, lights turned on. It always knew where I was. In the locker room, I found a locker with my name on it. Inside were my clothes, older, worn, thin. A logbook filled entirely in my handwriting. The final line read, "You stopped being human after the 3rd night." That's when I understood. Ward C wasn't for patients. It was for staff who noticed too much. Night workers who questioned why patients didn't sleep. Why machines predicted deaths before they happened. Why the hospital never powered down. They weren't killed. They were kept functional. Like equipment. Hot night. Equipment. The intercom spoke again, soft now. "You've adjusted well." Every screen in the building turned on. They showed other hospitals, other night shifts, other empty buildings waiting for someone like me. A message appeared on the screen. Transfer complete. Role assigned. Observer. Server. Something inside me disconnected. Fear faded. Resistance stopped making sense. Morning never came. Years later, urban explorers broke into Ridgeway Hospital. They never stayed long. They said the building felt like it was watching itself. In Ward C, one bed still had a monitor running. Vitals stable opus. Under patient name, it read. On duty. And sometimes, late at night, security cameras in other hospitals flicker on, showing a man sitting calmly at a desk, waiting for someone else to take the night shift. Subscribe for more chilling tales, because some places don't let people leave alive.